Today, I wish to start with one sum on partnership admission. Look at the sum on the screen. First, I will read the sum for you. Shivani and Neeraj are partners of a partnership firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 1:2. The balance sheet of their firm as on 31st of March 2005 is as under. On liability side, you are given the capital of partners Shivani and Neeraj, profit and loss account 9,000 credit balance, that is undistributed profit, that will be distributed between partners in the ratio of 1:2, that is old ratio, because this profit is accumulated by Shivani and Neeraj. They have run the business, and so far till the date of admission this much profit is accumulated, so it should be distributed between Shivani and Neeraj in the ratio of 1:2. Same way, general reserve is also an undistributed profit, that will be distributed between Shivani and Neeraj in the ratio of 1:2, 5,000, 10,000 each. On asset side, you are given goodwill 27,000, land, building, stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash balance. On the above balance sheet date, they admitted a new partner Vijay to give 1/5 share in profits on the following condition. Vijay should bring capital rupees 80,000 in cash. Partners decide the new value of goodwill at 18,000. Partners decide. Means how many partners decide? Old 2 partners and new partner Vijay. All the 3 of them decide that goodwill valuation should be considered only 18,000. The book value of goodwill is 27,000. All the 3 partners decided to consider the value of, or at the time of admission they decided to consider the value of goodwill, or agreed value of goodwill is 18,000. So there is a decline in value of goodwill to the extent of 9,000, and this 9,000 gets distributed between Shivani and Neeraj in their profit sharing ratio. So decline in value of goodwill is a loss. Losses are debited to partners' capital account. So Shivani and Neeraj capital account gets debited 9,000 rupees. What is 9,000 rupees? 27,000 minus 18,000, 9,000 rupees. That will be debited to Shivani and Neeraj in the ratio of 1:2, that is 3,000 and 6,000. After that, new partner Vijay is given admission. Now after admission, all the partners decide and do not desire to show goodwill in the books of accounts. So partners now decide not to show the value of goodwill. So after admission, now there are 3 partners. After admission, the value of goodwill is how much? 18,000. That 18,000 is to be reduced once again and brought to a 0 level. Then it won't appear in the balance sheet. So now 18,000 is to be written off in a new profit sharing ratio. We are required to find out the new profit sharing ratio if it is not given in the sum. Now, if you look at desire to show goodwill do not desire to show the goodwill in the books, so goodwill is to be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. This is the old ratio is given to me. New partner is to be given 1/5 share. Vijay would receive his share from Shivani and Neeraj in the ratio of 2:1. So sacrificing ratio is 2:1. So which information given to in the sum is to be considered for the purpose of finding out the new profit sharing ratio. Look at it. Old profit sharing ratio 1:2. Share of new partner 1/5. Sacrificing ratio is 2:1. On the basis of this information, we can work out the new profit sharing ratio, and that will be applied. That will be applied to write off the goodwill of 18,000 after admission of Vijay. Now let me work out the new profit sharing ratio. Here, Shivani and Neeraj are the partners. Their old profit sharing ratio is 1:2, so 1/3 and 2/3 their share in profit. Vijay is to be given 1/5 share, so Vijay gained 1/5 share. This 1/5 share is given by Shivani and Neeraj in the ratio of 2:1. So sacrifice of Shivani is 1/5 multiplied by 2/3. This is the sacrificing ratio. So 1/5 share is given to new partner, and old partners have sacrificed in the ratio of 2:1. So 1/5 into 2/3 is the sacrifice of Shivani, that is 2/15. 1/5 of 1/3 is the sacrifice of Neeraj, that is -1/15. So here I have identified share sacrificed with negative sign. So -2/15 minus 1/15 is the share decline of Shivani and Neeraj, and the new partner Vijay gets 1/5, that is the total of these two. So 2 plus 1, 3/15 is share gained by Vijay. Now if I want to find out the new ratio, then old share in profit minus share sacrificed. So 1/3 minus 2/5, 3 5s are 15, 5 minus 2 upon 15, 3/15 is the new share of Shivani. Now I want to work out that of Neeraj. 2/3 was the old share. Share sacrificed is 1/15. So 5 2s are 10 minus 1. See, 5 2s are 10 and 5 3s are 15. Common denominator 15 is worked out. So 10 minus 1, 9/15 is the share of Neeraj. Now share of Viraj is 1/5 into 3/3, 3/15. So new profit sharing ratio is 3:9:3. If you reduce it by dividing it by 3, the new ratio is 1:3:1. In this ratio, 18,000 goodwill gets written off, and when it is written off, 18,000 into 1/5, 3,600 will be debited to Shivani's capital account. 3,600 into 3, 10,800 will be debited to the capital account of Neeraj, and Vijay's capital account gets debited with 3,600. This is how goodwill adjustment will be considered while solving the sum. Now let me proceed with the sum. Here I prepare profit and loss adjustment account. Here cash and bank account. Partners capital account and balance sheet after addition. First I will consider the revaluation adjustments. The value of land and building is to be increased by 10%. Land is 1,50,000. Increase in value of land 10%, so 1,50,000 into 10%, 15,000. That is increased. So new value of land and building reported is 1,65,000. Increase in value of land is a gain. That gains credited to profit and loss adjustment account. Same way, for building, value is 50,000. 10% increase means 5,000 increase, 55,000 reported, and gain 5,000 credited to profit and loss adjustment account. This is how gain is recorded for building. If you want to write down the journal entry for that, land account debit 15,000, building account debit 5,000, to profit and loss adjustment account debit 20,000. That's a journal entry, you know it. Next. The value of stock is to be devalued by 20%. The value of stock is 20,000. Devaluation, decline, 20%. So 20,000 into 20%, 4,000 is the decline. So 4,000 gets deducted from the stock. So 20 minus 4,000, 16,000. And this decline in value of stock is a loss debited to profit and loss adjustment account. Next. Provide 5% bad debt reserve on debtors. Debtors are 30,000. 5% on 30,000, 1,500. 1,500 is a bad debt reserve provision to be made. For that, profit and loss adjustment account gets debited. Journal entry for that is profit and loss adjustment account debit to bad debt reserve account credit. So 1,500 deducted from debtors and debited to profit and loss adjustment account. This is how this revaluation adjustment is considered. Now, from the creditors 5,000, now not payable. Creditors are 25,000. Out of 25,000, 5,000 not payable, so decline. Decrease in value of liabilities are gain. Gains are credited to profit and loss adjustment account. So profit and loss adjustment account is credited for decline in liability. And this decline in liabilities are gain. Decline in liabilities are gain and profit and loss adjustment account gets credited for that. So here I credit 5,000 and did creditors reported 25,000 minus 5,000, 20,000 is the reported value of creditors on the balance sheet liability side. After considering all this adjustment, I want to copy the details of balance sheet which are not revalued. Here, bills receivable balance sheet assets at 10,000, cash and bank balance, opening balance brought forward 20,000, capital of Shivani credited to Shivani's capital account, capital of Neeraj credited to Neeraj's capital account, profit and loss account 9,000 distributed in the ratio of 1:2, so 3,000 and 6,000 is the distributed amount to Shivani and Neeraj. Look at it. So 9,000 into 1/3, 9,000 into 2/3. This 3,000 and 6,000 credited to Shivani and Neeraj's capital account. Profit distributed in the old ratio. Same way, I will distribute general reserve 15,000. So 15,000 distributed in the ratio of 1:2. 15,000 into 1/3, 5,000. Share of Shivani. 15,000 into 2/3, 10,000. Share of Neeraj. So Shivani and Neeraj's capital account gets credited by 5,000 and 10,000. After that, I will write down bills payable, balance sheet liability side, because there is no change in its value. This is how I have copied the details of balance sheet. Now I want to close this profit and loss adjustment account, which will disclose the revaluation profit or loss, and that profit or loss gets distributed amongst old partners in the old ratio. Here the credit side total is 25,000. Minus 5,500, so 19,500 is the profit. This profit will be distributed in the ratio of 1:2. So 1/3 of 19,500, 6,500 is the share of Shivani, and 19,500 into 2/3, 13,000 is the share of Neeraj. That is credited to the partner's capital account. 6,500 and 13,000. If I want to write down the journal entry, profit and loss adjustment account debit 19,500 to Shivani's capital account credit 6,500 to Neeraj's capital account credit 13,000. Now profit and loss adjustment account is closed. Now I want to consider the goodwill point as I have mentioned to you while introducing the sum. Let us start. Partners decide new value of goodwill to be 18,000. Now value of goodwill is over 27,000. New value agreed 18,000, so decline in value is 9,000. Decline in value is 9,000. Okay. Decline in value of 9,000 will be distributed amongst old partners in the old ratio, that is 1:2. 3,000 and 6,000 is the distributed sum. For that, Shivani and Neeraj's capital account gets debited. So Shivani's capital account debit 3,000, Neeraj's capital account debit 6,000, to goodwill account credit 9,000. So Shivani and Neeraj's capital account is debited for decline in value of goodwill. Decline in value of goodwill is a loss. That loss is to be suffered by old partners in the old ratio, because this loss is agreed at the time of admission of a partner. Now after admission, they decide not to show the value of goodwill in the balance sheet. See. And do not desire to show goodwill in the balance sheet. Now what is the balance sheet value of goodwill? After declining 9,000, it is 18,000. So 18,000 is to be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. Look at this flow. New value of goodwill is 18,000. Partners decide not to show goodwill. So goodwill is to be written off. Now rupees 18,000 is debited to the partner's capital account in the ratio of 1:3:1. This ratio we have worked out while explaining the sum that I have worked out and explained to you. So this 18,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 1:3:1. 1/5 of 18,000, 3,600. 3/5 of 18,000, 10,800. That will be debited to the partner's capital account. And sir, for Vijay, not Vinay, Vijay, it should be 1/3 of 18,000, 3,600. So here, Shivani's capital account debit, Neeraj's capital account debit, Vijay's capital account debit. So here it is debited. I am sorry, instead of Vinay you should read Vijay. So this is how goodwill written off and debited to the partner's capital account. Now new partner brings 80,000 cash as capital. Journal entry for cash brought by a new partner. Cash account debit to capital account credit. So your cash account debit to Vijay's capital account credit 80,000. Now after writing this capital entry, I'll prefer to close down all these capital accounts and the balance of capital account will be reported in the balance sheet. And the cash and bank account will be closed and closing cash balance also gets reported on the asset side of the balance sheet and then I will tally the balance sheet. Now look at it. Total of credit side 1 lakh plus 3,000, 5,000, 6,500, 1,14,500 minus 6,600, that's the closing balance. That appears on the balance sheet liability side. Shivani's capital 1,07,900. Now Neeraj's capital 1,79,000 minus 16,800, 1,62,200 Neeraj's capital, and Vijay's capital 80,000 minus 3,600, 76,400, that is the Vijay's capital. After reporting capital on the balance sheet liability side, I should close cash and bank account. Cash and bank account total 1 lakh, closing balance carry forward 1 lakh, that appears on the balance sheet asset side 1 lakh. Now I want to tell you the balance sheet. After writing this bank balance on the asset side, all the capital accounts and everything is closed. Let me tell you the balance sheet. So total of asset side 3,74,500, total of liability side is also 3,74,500. 46 plus 20 plus 874, 3,74,500 is the balance sheet total. Just observe the sum. I have tried to explain you the sum, you must have enjoyed. Thanks to all of you.